Good morning, beautiful babies. The star just came out in the cut. Wow, with the Knight of Swords. There's definitely some inspiring energy. I'm hearing there's a shift in the focus, and there certainly is in my life. All these new thoughts, ideas, channeled messages about my life and where I'm headed and what I want. I'm getting a lot of new information, so keep updating the information that you have. Don't just keep repeating things that you thought you wanted a month ago or even a week ago. Allow yourself to be flexible in this moment and go after your dreams. Really acknowledge how far you've come. The Justice card came out in my reading the other day, and the Seven of Wands in reverse is maybe feeling like you haven't been fighting for the vision that you want. Like maybe you didn't have the strength or the capabilities of creating what it is that you wanted. But there's an opportunity. I'm really getting this strongly. I haven't been doing a lot of tarot, and suddenly it's like all I want to do. There's just an influx of energy moving. It's kind of like blood rushing to a certain part of the body, and there's an opportunity for like that kind of flow to move in a certain direction. So don't hold yourself back. Make sure to protect your vision, protect what you desire for yourself, and go after your dreams right now. Because fast movement is going to come in. Things that you've been planting seeds toward, are going to come to fruition. Okay, let's just get some. I saw the 10 of Cups. Maybe it'll come out again. But in the meantime, hope you're having a beautiful day. It's fucking snowy as hell over here. We got maybe 2.5 feet, which for the Pacific Northwest is kind of a lot. So my move has been postponed. A lot is up in the air, and I'm here for it. Let's just return to a childlike sense of wonder and mystery. Wow. Okay. The Three of Swords came out while I was shuffling, and then the Nine of Swords just came out in reverse. So I feel like a lot of us are clearing up old wounds right now. This is an opportunity to kind of clear the decks. Remove some of that dark, toxic energy that might be sitting on our heart due to heartbreak. Might have been having us stuck in our head, feeling hopeless or anxious or afraid. It's time to start something new. Okay, yeah, there's this rags to riches energy. We really need to come out of mourning, come out of hiding, I'm not saying to skip the process. Do it, mourn, experience that process, but then move on to something, the next thing, whatever's next, okay? If you're in Ashland, Oregon, and you want to get a personal in-person tarot reading with me, it's not something I've ever really offered before, but I'm offering it now. I'm also offering one-on-one mentorship here in Ashland, Oregon. Sorry if you're not in this area. I've been doing all my services were online for a long time, and then I was guided to take them all off. And now I understand it's because I'm completely redirecting my energy locally. And I'm teaching classes here as well. I've got one coming up on the 26th of February at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested, I'll put the information in the description box. Page of Pentacles, slow movement with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's just a lot of, I feel like once we remove this wounded warrior energy, this feeling of not being able to trust what we see around us, our own instincts and other people, things that have been moving slowly are going to start picking up, okay? Yeah, wow. There's just a lot of wounded energy, but the Lovers just came out. So I don't feel like this is supposed to be in reverse. Some of you guys might be resisting this, and that might be why it was in reverse, but I feel like there's a Tower moment for all of us. But it's going to lead us into union with God, with our higher self, with our partner, with our life, our soul path, what we came here to do and be. A lot of us just plugged into whatever our parents were doing or whatever society at the time told us we were supposed to do. And sometimes, especially if you're a little bit older, you might have been just on autopilot in that same industry, that same job for 20, 30 years, 40 years, never really questioning if it's what you want. Spirit's asking us to, not just asking, demanding by creating Tower moments in our lives to rearrange things, to start to align more with what we really truly want, not just what other people wanted for us. And that's why things might be crumbling in your life. You might be in a marriage that's dissolving. You might be in a business partnership that's dissolving, or have a job. You might have just gotten laid off, and it might seem like a huge, it might seem like something bad or negative happening, but it's actually clearing the decks to create a union, a harmony with your higher self, so that you can actually be who you came here to be. I was in Airbnb management. I owned an Airbnb management company for like 5 years, and before that I owned a house cleaning company. Neither of those things were anything relating to who I am or who I'm supposed to be. A part of me wanted to hold on to them because I built them, I created them, and they were successful and thriving, and I felt like it would be throwing them away to move on. But Spirit guided me away from them, and now I get to do and be who I really want, who I was meant to be. It's not just who I was meant to be, but it's what I actually want. So this is your invitation to ask yourself, what do you really want? And to go for it. Okay, Spirit and guides, let's get a couple more messages. Whoop. All right, actually no, I'm hearing no. Take a deep breath with me. Release anything that is holding you back, any fear or anxiety about this moment, okay? It's really important that we stop focusing externally and start focusing internally. Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Moon, the Four of Pentacles, and whatever fell on the floor. I can't find it. There it is. The Star. Aww. We got the star already in the cut, I think. My hair. It's got a lot of hair. It's got a mind of its own. Y'all, good things are coming, okay? Don't just focus on the negative things right now. And remember that negative is just a judgment. It's not an actual reality. A lot of times things that we think are negative end up turning into positives. Like for me, the pandemic ended up being the best experience of my life. Not the most fun, mind you, but the most rewarding, because I became the person that I am now through that isolation and that very unique experience that I had during the pandemic. It created me, this version of me that you are seeing right now. I wouldn't change a thing. While I was going through it, was it fun? Did I doubt it? Yes, I doubted it. No, it was not fun. I don't feel like this ace is supposed to be in reverse. I feel like some of us are just holding ourselves back from receiving these gifts with this Four of Cups. This is apathy. This is sending things back. The cook sends you something and you're like, send it back. I don't want it. This is the divine universe sending you things. Some of you guys are sending it back, but for those of you that aren't, look at you, unlocking abundance, opportunities, stability, financial freedom, and wishes coming true. Look at this beautiful card. You guys are unlocking your truest heart's desire. When you align with yourself and your soul path, when you say yes to this moment, instead of pointing out all the things that you think are wrong with it, recognize that there's a higher energy overseeing everything, whether you want to call that energy God, the universe, source, it doesn't really matter. It's time for us to stop trying to control everything and let God do what God does. And sometimes that's not going to look pretty, okay? Sometimes it's going to look like something's wrong and we're going to get in a defensive energy, and then we're going to push away this abundance. We're going to feel alone and isolated, but that's because we're staying in a state of fear and anxiety instead of getting aligned with our higher self, with God, with the universe, okay? And again, these are things I can help you with if you're local in Ashland, Oregon, and you're interested in diving deeper into your soul path and your work. I'd be honored to help you. And I don't know how long I'll be offering services locally. I'm really feeling guided to teach more and do more of that in bigger groups, but for a short period of time at least, I've been guided to do this. So if you feel like you're one of the people meant to work with me, please reach out to me through my website, sacredmuseproject.com. But in the meantime, I love you. There's some good things coming. Take a deep breath and just trust the process, okay? Pieces of you are going to fall away and it's going to feel uncomfortable. I can promise you that. But it's all divinely guided. You are held in the hands of God, okay? You're fucking beautiful. I love you. Keep going. And I'll see you next time.